Greetings, adventurers. I'm Max, the composer of Coltrane Compositions, your guide through realms of TTRPG music where fantasy meets the echoes of sci-fi and whispers of horror. Imagine your party at the brink of an enchanted forest or a haunted space station. My music weaving suspense with every leaf's rustle or distant spaceship hum. In the heart of battle, against mythical beasts or otherworldly entities, feel the thrill with compositions that make every clash, every spell a legend. But it's not just about the adrenaline. In moments of tranquility or eerie calm, let my music enhance the heart and soul of your story. As a fellow TTRPG enthusiast, I blend each melody to resonate with your game's diverse realms. Ready for an unforgettable session across all genres? Visit Coltrane Compositions on Patreon. Let the music guide your epic tales from ancient castles to distant galaxies through every shadowed corner. That's COLTRIN Compositions.
You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Well, hello, Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave. To my left, I have
Henley.
Boudreaux.
Tuck.
Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
I'm still not used to Tuck.
I almost did it again.
There's always like a slight pause, and it's like tick. It's like, no, there's got to be more to that, right?
I can say tick and talk.
Tuck. Tuck and Tuck.
Tick and talk. Okay, so we will get back to Boudreaux's intro, but first.
Oh, yeah.
So the other day, I just wanted to bring this up. Abby might be a little embarrassed about this. But the other day, me and Abby were having kind of a serious discussion. And
We were.
yeah. Well, I'm surprised you don't remember this because it was one of those frustrating times that it's just like, honey, you just need to embrace your mistakes. It's okay. And she walked up to me and gave me a hug.
Hallelujah. She's finally embracing that big mistake.
As your
Saying
sister-in-law,
yes.
I will hug you too.
I will hug you for her mistake.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I love that mistake. He's the biggest big mistake I ever made.
The bestest,
The bestest,
big
biggest mistakest.
Well, thank you. Okay, Boudreaux.
Hey,
What happened last time?
what happened last time is that Amnon,
Okay.
Amnon, right?
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom. He works with the haggis.
Mm-hmm.
Haggis?
Yeah. That don't
A
be right.
sheep's stomach.
They kind of look like the inside of them.
Gross.
Ask Fenrir.
They are my greatest
seen
enemy. Okay. In the staff is Quakek.
Mhm.
Okay. Made sure I had that right. And then we had breakfast, and Roscoe tried to talk to me, but we had breakfast, and I tried to Boudreaux. We tried to befriend Tick, and it didn't work. And then we learned that the wicked Lennox sold Scarecrows in High Ridge. Hurla and Dead Alive got taken to Fenrir.
Dead alive.
And Fenrir
His name's not Kath anymore. It's Dead Alive.
go to the tavern, and Fenrir comes with. And then they convince Boudreaux to take a bath. I don't know what'll happen next, but stay tuned.
I think there was also lots of dinner planning and arguing. And
Unimportant.
squirreling. Squirrel.
Unimportant.
Fair.
Hey, what else happened?
I mean, there was letters
Yes.
tucked away.
And Lila didn't write a letter to Henley.
Well, you guys had a good discussion.
That's true.
And a hug. You
And a
gotta
hug. That's true.
Boudreaux got a hug. Can we go?
Yeah, where would you like to go?
So I would like to know what's going to happen with Mr. Fenrir.
Fenrir? Let's head to Mr. Fenrir. So, just to remind the audience, Fenrir, Hurla, and Keth are heading to the tavern here in town because that's where they were going to meet up with the rest of Ivan's group. And Tick is following close behind, trying to stay in the shadows, stay out of people's eyesight. And it's fairly easy to do because it's kind of raining outside, so there's not a lot of people walking outside or necessarily looking outside. The tavern you guys head to, it's the only one in town, and it is called the Rusty Anvil Inn. As you guys approach this inn, you notice that there is a large sign outside that says Kebrek the Mauler versus Drelly the Flash. Bets in by 6, fight at 7. Upon entering this place, you notice that it is clean and pristine. All the chairs are scooted nicely. This is a very fine tavern. Very clean, very polished. The top, it's kind of the bar top, is made out of like a fine stone, kind of like a marble. The tables are kind of made out of a very fine marble as well.
This is fancy.
It is a very fancy place. It rarely, with a name like the Rusty Anvil, you wouldn't expect this.
It's got an upgrade.
It really does.
So
And
use
in the
word
corner-
tavern very loosely there.
Very loosely. And you see that, so you enter in, and kind of in the far corner, you can see a wide open space. Kind of has a little bit of stadium seating, probably like 3 rows of little stadium seating, 3 to 4 rows.
Is this a tavern or a fight club? Fancy fight club.
Yes.
And there's this area seems to be fairly newly constructed. And you see that it has like a roped off area of a 16 by 16 foot area. And at the bar, you see this little halfling, actually. But it actually is pretty big for a halfling. Fenrir, if you weren't, not familiar with halflings and dwarves, you would almost mistake this lady as a small dwarf. It is a pretty beefy
Husky.
That's the word I'm looking for. She's well built. She has dark brown hair, tight braided hair that is tied up in kind of like a bun. So almost like several little small braids that are now neatly tucked into a bun on the top of her head. There seems to be a few patrons there. What would you like to do? None of them seem familiar. by
Okay,
the way.
so I look around, I don't see like Ivan or Silenor or anybody like that, correct?
No.
Okay, so then I will walk up to who I believe is like the head of the tavern, this gnome that kind of looks like a dwarf?
Halfling.
Halfling?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. No. Halfling that kind of looks like a dwarf. As I walk up to the halfling and I say, "Hello, how are you? I'm Fenrir."
Well, hello, darling. How are you today? It's a little wet outside. Come in. Come sit down.
It is. Has there isn't been like a letter or something that was left by an Ivan or a Silenor here for a party, has there?
Let me check. I think that does ring quite a bell. And so you see her kind of wander out in the back, some clinking and stuff. And yes. She comes waddling back out. It's like, yes, there was this little note left here for. It specifically says of Fenrir.
Yes. Do you know how long ago it was left?
I don't rightly recall.
And he'll hand her a piece of copper.
Thank you. And she hands over
Do
the
you
letter.
recall now?
I'm not some kind of machine that you can remind me. I wish that's how it worked.
Right.
I could make a lot of money.
Forgive me. I've been around some folk, and that's kind of the way things roll. Thank you. I'll hand her another copper. I'm sorry. Thank you. And I'll take the
No offense.
And I'll take the letter.
Okay. And the letter reads, "Stay out of the underground, infested with drow and goblins. We are heading to Mapleshire, west of the Half-Pine Woods. Heard the halflings may know something. Do not travel through the woods. They become very dangerous of late. Meet up with us as soon as possible. Miss you, Fenrir. Silenor."
No.
All those days watching from a window.
Yeah. So Fenrir will blush a little bit, and he will then turn to back to the halfling, because the letter stated that the halflings may know something.
Correct. The ones at Mapleshire.
Oh, okay. So that's where they're going to Mapleshire.
Mhm.
Okay. So he will then turn to Keth and Hurla, and he will say, "Hey, Silenor said that they're heading to Mapleshire, and that we shouldn't go through the woods because there's some crazy stuff going on in there, and we need to meet up with them there."
Well, all right. But I'd rather just start heading there now.
Let's go back to the farmer's place, and we'll talk to Roscoe. And I agree with you. I don't see much reason to stay. So
Well, I mean, probably split ways now.
so we'll meet you in Mapleshire as well?
Yeah, I think that'll be best.
Before I shoot your leader again.
I mean, it's been a pleasure,
Yeah.
I guess.
Tell Keth not to die.
Just, yeah, do you want to read the letter, and are you good?
Well,
Is
if you
it?
said that they are at Mapleshire, that's where we're going to head.
Okay, just don't head through the woods
Or the underground.
or the underground.
Okay, sounds good to me. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll meet you there.
We might rest here for the evening.
You might enjoy the fight.
It is something interesting. I'm always good for a good beating.
Are you sure it's not good for a good stabbing?
Good shoot off. Stand off.
Friendly fire.
Plus, I think I've heard of this Krebrek the Mauler. He's quite well known around here.
Huh. Who's your money on then?
Well, I don't know about this Drelly, but Krebrek, he's been around a long time. That's quite the record.
He'll nod his head.
I'm kind of surprised that a small town like this was able to get a name like that.
Huh.
So I'll definitely be here to watch the show.
Okay, well, I guess I know where to find you. Are you sure you don't want to travel with us?
We've been traveling with you for many weeks now. I'm ready for a break.
We're going to find her dead on the side of the road.
She's gonna be smiling.
I died happy.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let Ivan know.
Well, we'll probably beat you there.
She's not wrong on that point.
Yeah, you probably will, but we might surprise you.
You want to make a wager?
No. Struggle.
All right.
And then he'll kind of look at Kath and just nod.
And Kath will
And
nod.
like, thanks for your help. I'll let Roscoe know. Enjoy the fight, I guess.
You're not going to come back and watch.
We'll see what's going on. It'd be interesting to come back and watch. And maybe I can earn a few coin.
I was like, you could make a lot of money. Think of the crowds.
He'll start.
Says the voice in his
So
head.
yeah, I'll probably be back because it's what, midday right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be back. That'll be fun.
From betting or from
Yes.
performance?
Yes.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he'll kind of walk over to the gnome and be like, "Hey, I want to. Can I make a bet on the fight
The halfling?
or the halfling?" He'll walk up to the halfling.
Okay. Okay.
Can I make a bet on the fight?
Oh, you already ready to make a wager?
I think so.
Yeah, so what would you like to go down for?
I'll put 5 copper. What were the names again?
You got K-Breck, the Mauler, and Driel, the Flash.
I'm gonna put my money on the Flash.
$5 copper on the Flash. Not a lot of bets on the Flash. He's an up and coming wood elf, but a lot of people are still betting on the experience of the Mauler.
Right. I find that the underdog is funner to root for.
I agree. And she gives you a wink.
But he's just having all the things flow with him, isn't he? Even if he doesn't know the difference between a halfling and a gnome.
Well, he has not called her like, hey, gnome.
Well, that he likes
crush
to.
him
He thinks
biceps.
it's more funner because he's funner.
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 It's because Roscoe the Brave isn't here.
Knock, knock.
Okay. And then he will walk. He'll start to walk out and go back to the farm.
Okay. We'll go to the dinner time. You guys are sitting down, eating the food.
See, I told you the crust would be just as good, even though you use less yeast. It's a good way to save.
Yes, that was a very good suggestion. Thank you.
Yeah. Fist bumps her.
She awkwardly fist bumps you.
Yeah.
Are you sure those mushrooms that you found earlier weren't like special mushrooms? He's acting a little.
Every mushroom's a special mushroom.
He's missing Lila. It's hitting him.
If you could see the face,
Like a daydreamy face
it almost
going
looked
on.
like you needed to sneeze.
Right.
Well, I do need help with dishes, and as I said, you could have a nice warm bath if you wish.
I can help with dishes. Yeah.
Okay. Henley, Roscoe, you're welcome to use the bath. It's just right out the door.
I would
out the back door.
definitely like a bath.
Ladies first.
Henley's like all giddy. Yay!
Yeah, so like I said, it's chilly outside because of the rain, but you get that.
Get a nice warm tub in the rain. Henley's in heaven.
It is surprisingly warm. The water is.
She probably takes a little longer than she should.
Tristan teaches Boudreaux a little bit about washing dishes. Because Boudreaux is just like, yeah, it's...
He just kind of rinses it out.
Scrape the food
Yeah.
off. Make sure like that.
He makes sure
Lick
the
it
food is
clean.
out of it, but like,
so it doesn't spoil.
yeah.
put that film on there. And she's like, I like leaving that film.
Yeah.
Adds flavor.
I'm surprised none of us have died. Jeez.
Boudreaux knows what he's doing.
Got a very healthy microbiome now.
But she's like, no, you got to clean everything. Were you raised in the wild?
Yeah. Yes.
He
Yes. He
stares
was.
at her. The swamp.
You were raised in the swamp
Yeah.
by wolves?
Lizard folk.
Ooh, lizard folk.
You ever heard of the cat people? You know what? Think of a human, but all scaly, and then their face is like long, like a dragon, but they lizard.
I've heard of
They
dragon.
got tails too. Yeah.
I've heard stories of Dragonborn, but I thought they were extinct.
No, Dragonborn real, but we ain't Dragonborn. They are they lizards.
Oh, the things you learn.
Yeah, I learned a lot with you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to teach you.
Mm-hmm.
And you were able to teach me a few things too.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it wasn't so bad. You know, like the elbows her.
I've just never heard of a dwarf speaking as you do.
It did the Dragonborn lizard folk the tongue.
There's something wrong with their tongues?
Well, some people say that there's something wrong with the tongues, but I think it's normal.
Oh, okay.
She's so confused.
It's an interesting accent.
Thank you.
Okay, Fenrir enters, knocks on the door, they let you in. After you had talked to a few neighbors trying to figure out where Justin lives.
That's fair.
Because I just realized, I'm like, yeah, he probably doesn't know where he is. Moving on.
And when Henley finally gets out of the bath, her hair is like all down, and it's really, really long, like probably almost to her hips.
Okay.
And she's brushing it.
Okay.
I sit and brush and brush and
Fin-
brush my hair.
Fenrir, is there anything you would like to discuss, talk about Roscoe now that he's here? It's still early afternoon, probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now.
Yeah. So I'll probably. Well, did you tell us you were going off to look for?
Yeah, I said I was going to the tavern with Herla and Kath to just find out more information about where Silenor and
Okay.
Ivan have went.
So if you did communicate that, then I will ask you what you found out. Hey, Finny, what'd you find out?
You sound so sad.
Well,
You're so sad.
it seems we need to continue to head north up to Mapleshire.
Okay.
We need to avoid the I want to say Underdark. Underground. We need to avoid the underground and the woods because it's dangerous there, but the halflings who are there may have more information. And that is where Silenor and Ivan are going to be. Keth and Herla have decided to travel there on their own.
Even though we're going in the same direction at approximately the same time
Yeah.
for approximately the same reason.
Herla said they could probably get there faster if they weren't traveling with us.
Well, yeah, that's probably true.
And she kind of said she kind of needed a break.
Whatever.
Look, it's not me, it's you, okay?
It is definitely you.
So,
Hey, that's fair. They've been traveling with us. They just don't like Tick.
They don't like Boudreaux.
Excuse you.
But there's a fight going on at the tavern tonight, so I think I'm gonna head back over there and I put a wager down.
That could be fun. Some
So-
downtime after everything.
Right?
I'd like to go shopping.
Is there a shopping mall here?
At night,
Wow, not a mall. It's not night. It's afternoon.
late afternoon.
Mid.
Well, we could restock our rice.
Sorry, I'm not here. This is Elsie.
Then stay out of it.
Sorry. That's right. You're washing dishes.
That's correct.
I'm pretty sure we could use a restock of, like rice and
Okay.
oats and arrows. Well, actually, no, I don't need arrows, but crossbow bolts for Fenrir.
Yes, definitely do that. And I don't know, maybe I can get myself a better dagger.
Can make a lap through town on our way down. So, Fenrir, before we do that real quick, all these scarecrows, do we want to share some of that information? There's nothing we can do about it.
Right.
I mean, that's half the reason we're going north is to look into this further.
Correct.
But do we want to maybe pull Justin aside a little bit and share whatever information? I know you kind of have been
Yeah, I can do that.
really taking point on that. So,
Yeah, I can do that. I need to set aside some time and write Kendall about what we found, and I need to write Liliana as well. And
let's go talk
Yeah.
to Justin real quick.
first, I'm going to ask, what do you know about the Scarecrows?
Asking Justin.
Asking Justin.
Okay. He'll relay to you that he just knows that they were bought to protect the place, and they've done a good job. They haven't had any issues. There used to be rumors and sightings of strange creatures coming from the Half Pine Woods, but since the Scarecrows have been up, no more sightings have happened. They haven't had any issues with any goblin raids.
And they haven't killed anybody?
No, not that I know of.
Okay,
And this is a pretty tight-knit community.
right. And that's when he'll start to relay his dealings with them about how they were first discovered at a home in Glendale. At a home in Glendale, and they took the Scarecrow there. And when someone attacked me in the woods, it ended up killing somebody.
It was in
Alley.
Avalon.
Or in Avalon. Try not to hurry. All right, so we were in Avalon, and we were trying. It attacked us in an alleyway and tried to kill us, and it killed the two people who were trying to rob us. We are doing more, trying to do more dealings with them, trying to explore them, trying to understand more about them. They also were up in some caves, and where we'd seen some more, and they were already destroyed when we got there, so I don't know what their dealings were. And we think that they're coming from a hag coven somewhere in the Half Pine Woods.
Hags. I thought they were just myths, scary stories you told to the kids.
I wish that were true. And he rubs his chest a little bit. And Justin may not. I mean, he may not pick up on
Right.
that, but
No. And so you believe that these scarecrows are hag creations?
yes,
What do they want? What do they need?
that is the right question. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Keep
if
the
there's any-
children away from them.
Oh, I plan to. And I'll help spread the word that these things probably aren't the best to have around, but I don't know if they are hag creations. I don't know if possibly aggravating them, trying to remove them. But I know the council spent good money on these.
Right.
So they may not agree.
I mean, we were able to remove the one in Glendale because it came with like a wreath as well as the Scarecrow, and it seemed to travel together.
Yes, they did. The merchant, Wick, did say that there was those, and he offered to like have several of the wreaths passed around. I don't know. I don't recall how many the council bought.
Yeah. So
Because
seems
I guess according to him, they could be tuned to one individual or up to 20, of which we have 20 scarecrows.
Hmm. So it'll travel with the wreath. So where the wreath goes, the scarecrows seem to go.
Because I know they stationed the scarecrows kind of about 5 to 10 miles outside of the main town, and they put the wreaths more on the corners of the main buildings, so the outside main buildings on the corners if they were ever invaded and whatnot.
Right.
What you're saying is true. I personally don't want to touch any of that or mess with anything.
Right. Yeah, I would agree.
But question for Zeb. Did you mention about working with a wizard to find it?
Kendall. He
Yeah.
mentioned Kendall. I don't know
Yeah.
if he mentioned if he was a wizard, but he
Okay.
said
But you mentioned you had a friend, Kendall.
Yes. He's in Avalon. We're working together to try and figure out how we can, destroy them. He's been unable to figure out a way to destroy them, only transfer, and he'll kind of rub his chest again,
Mm-hmm.
only transfer their powers.
Well, it's maybe we could get him here and he could do some more investigation or something.
Potentially, I do need to contact him, and I will be in contact. And I'll can I let him know you can be a contact for him here in High Ridge?
Anything I can help with, yes.
Okay.
Didn't Kendall ask for another specimen?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he
Well, he's got 20 now.
Because he lost the other one. He's like, do you have another? I'll have another.
Fenrir's a little hesitant too. Now that I think about it, it's like he doesn't want it to happen to someone else either. But yeah,
or 20.
420, right?
Well, the sooner the better we can figure this out. But I'll help any way I can. And I'll also talk to the neighbors and even the council to see if we can somehow contact Wick to see if he could possibly take him back or something.
Ooh, that
We were
tread
also-
lightly.
I'm going to recommend not doing that.
Not contacting him?
Yeah.
Does the council have a contact for Wick?
That I don't know.
That would be if we could track him down, though. We can track him down
Potentially.
on the way.
If it's on
maybe.
the way. But I mean, we're going up there to resolve this anyway. But I worry if they catch wind of anything
Oh, they'll come back here.
that they'll come back and they'll either. And Roscoe's kind of looking around like, do I really want to say this? They'll potentially cause some problems here. But if we could catch them unawares of the fact that we're tracking them, I think would be safer for us as well.
You're the boss.
Well, if you're worried about that, then maybe I'll just talk to the council instead of speaking to my neighbors. Because, small towns, they can be superstitious and whatnot, and wouldn't want them to aggravate the scarecrows if you're really that worried about it.
I would definitely at least pass this information on to the council. But I would be hesitant to make any moves against the Scarecrows at this point. Let them do what they're doing for you. Be careful, but don't agitate them.
Okay, I will keep my distance and keep my children away as well.
Hide your children and hide your wives.
Well, thank you for bringing this information forward.
There was a salute that was not audibly done.
Salute.
Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard Mid-Show Break. I am Rupert Bumpkin. Thank you for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. If you wish to support us, visit us on ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, where you may become a member of our Ko-Fi. There, you can receive special content, such as post-shows, DM deep dives, and exclusive merchandise, such as t-shirts and keychains. There, you may also donate to the Feed the Cast funds, a special way to thank them by buying them dinner for the night. Yum, yum! Other ways you can support us is by sharing us with your friends and family and on social media. Spreading the word about the Tomes of the Chaos Bard is a huge help, and we thank you for your help. Another way you can support us is through 5-star reviews. And with every 5-star review, Solemn the Chaos Bard will give you a shout-out on our Solemn's columns. So stay tuned for those. That is all, folks, and back to the show.
Where is Tick during?
Hiding.
Are you out? You're outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because like when Fenrir came in, Justin would have made comment. It's like, "Where's your little friend?" And he would have been like, "Well, your friend can come inside."
He prefers the outdoors.
Ah, okay. Well, he's welcome to get out of the weather in the barn if he would like.
I'll let him know that. Thank you.
Well, you can have this, and you can have this. He's giving her
Giving her some of his spices.
Supplies.
Giving who?
The wife.
food.
Oh, okay.
Tristan.
Just all of a sudden, here's this. Who are you giving it to? Yeah, little Billy will take it.
Yeah, just like
Thanks. Runs around with that sharpened spoon. Look what you're giving me.
No, not when you
berries
can't have.
and just things he's gathered that are good, and things that she's gathered.
Henley doesn't mind. She'll go. She can find more.
And then he's gonna give her 30 silver.
Whoa.
Wait, no. Can I roll for that?
100. Just roll D20.
17.
So you hand her 17. She's like, "What's this for?"
Helping us.
Well, this is quite generous, but I don't really need this much.
Whoa. Okay. He takes one back.
Well, if we want to be fair, and she like gives you, so you took one.
So he's she is 16.
She gives you 6 of them back. This will help pay for the meat and the potatoes and the carrots.
Well, here, have this many more. He gives her 3.
You're too kind. Thank you.
You're smelly, but you're so kind.
But I believe the bathhouse is ready for you now.
And he gives her 3 more. No, thank you. Yeah.
Well, if you're going to sleep in my house.
Okay, where else can I sleep?
And you take 6 back, right?
You can sleep in the barn. It's pretty comfy out there.
Oh, well, I go out there then. Thank you. Where is that?
And she like points out opens the back door and points.
That big old thing?
Yeah, just I hope you don't mind the animals in there.
And he walks out the door. and he
Giggling gleefully.
he left her that extra 3.
Okay.
So
So she had a total of 16 now.
No, she's got 12.
12.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
she-
16. Because you gave 6
'Cause
back.
I
and then you gave the 6 back.
Yeah, 'cause
She
originally
had
17.
10.
Yes.
I
she had
gave her
10.
3 for being awesome.
Yeah.
And then I was like 3 more so I don't have to take a bath.
Okay.
So we went back to 16.
Except you gave her 17 originally.
Oh,
kept
well, that was too generous. So,
Too much. Didn't want to offend.
yeah. So now he's out there.
'Kay.
Well, he passes through, right? And sees the peeps.
Yeah, and you don't necessarily. She let you know you don't necessarily have to go out there now because
Oh.
it's still midday,
2:30.
2:30, 3 o'clock.
Oh, in that case, he like turns on his heel and sits down and bumps Fenrir so that he can like pushes him with his hip and sits down next to him.
Hey, Boudreaux.
Hey, what did you guys talking about?
The Scarecrows. And
Oh,
he kind of drops his voice and there's a hint of worry.
oh, you gonna write a letter? Cause I got something I want to tell you,
Yeah.
but I want to tell you.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What would you like to tell me?
You like no, not all these other people.
All right. Well, where do you want to?
We can go to the barn. I want to go check it out.
Oh yeah, I need to go find Tick and tell him he can stay in the barn as well.
Oh, we can be roomies. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Let's go find Tick and you can tell me what's going on. I guess.
Okay, all right.
So we'll kind of head out the front and we're gonna be like, we're gonna go find Tick. Kind of look at Roscoe and Henley and
I'm gonna go make a phone call.
You know, make a ring.
Are you calling who I think you're calling?
No, I'm making a phone call.
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Oh
Oh yeah.
When they're scared.
Okay. Can you see if you can get a ring for Tick?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You
he
bet.
he'll hand him like I don't know, a couple silver pieces.
Great.
We'll say 4 silver pieces so I can.
It was a lot more than that, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Oh, he sees that,
I
and
don't remember.
Boudreaux assumes that he's guarding the gate, and he hands him 4 silver pieces.
Thanks, Boudreaux.
Yeah, well, you know, I want to go outside.
I'm gonna look up and be like, Boudreaux, I think you are outside.
Well, I want to go. I thought you were going to fight me or something, okay? I don't want to fight right now.
When has Roscoe ever fought Boudreaux? Elsie, stop killing DM Dave.
I'm having a hard enough time talking.
I'm removing
All right.
4 silver.
Yeah. So we'll go find Tick.
Tick, how easy of a find are you?
Tick!
He'll find us.
He finds us.
He finds us.
Not with all this beautiful
I jumped down next to Boudreaux.
Whoa, yeah, you stop doing that, man.
I found you.
Hey, Tick. The Justin said you can stay in the barn if you'd like to.
Oh, the guy. The human?
He's the farmer.
Human?
It's- Yeah, the human.
Talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Kind of ugly.
Can you what?
He's kind of ugly. Never. Right?
Yeah. Luckily, he has a wife.
Oh. I guess that he found somebody who likes him like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think there's people out there like that. There's someone out there for everybody.
Elves are better, right? Right.
Elves are better, yeah.
Okay.
Much.
Okay. So, tall, ugly man. Say what?
He says you can stay in the barn.
Pardon. Okay.
That, and he'll point. He'll kind of like walk with you around the back and kind of point there.
Okay.
But then he'll
We live in barn.
animals,
Animals.
but don't eat them.
He got like really excited for a second, and then he's like,
Well, I bet they
okay.
wouldn't mind if you ate the rats. If there is any, I mean.
I don't eat rats.
Oh,
I need to find bag for talk.
bed for talk.
Bag. Do you not speak common? You speak funny anyways.
Do you speak common?
My common is better than your common.
My common better than your common. Yeah.
Fenrir just shakes.
Funny. It's okay I like him because I kind of is a him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I maybe a little bit. Maybe I like stinky guy a little bit.
That's good.
Alright.
He means well.
What's his name?
Boudreaux.
You can call me Boo if you want, though.
I'm not calling you Boo.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't. So.
No, you're not scary.
I'm not supposed to be,
So why I call you Boo?
because I'm beautiful.
He gags.
I don't think so, but you find somebody too one day.
Well, I hope I already have. We'll have to see how that goes.
So, a question out of character. How much of Tick's backstory do you have?
not a whole lot.
Okay, I won't ask about it then. Do you want to
No,
flush it out?
I can flush it out
Do
on
you
the
want to
fly.
flush it out live, or would you?
Yeah, we can flush it out fly. It's fine.
We're doing
We're
it
good.
live.
Let's do it.
Because, like, I mean, he hasn't seen you in a while,
Yeah.
and so he's curious. Like, what? Like, how did you? Like, what have you been up to, Tick? Like, what's? Like, how did you get with a horde of goblins sitting outside of High Ridge from down in Greenleaf?
I mean, no offense, Fanny, we're friends, but have you seen my face?
I mean, you look like a goblin.
I'm gonna pull down my mask.
Have you seen my face?
And he'll like,
Not really friendly to things not really smooth skins, especially not really friendly to something that looks like me. So goblins, except because I'm stronger and I'm smarter, even though Drink doesn't think so. Drink is stupid.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Dreek either.
So, Cobra say we can be accepted and that we can be equals. So, I'll go with goblins, but not Lordak. Don't do what Lordak does. No.
So, the goblin horde you were with was working for Colbath?
Well, no. But I got stuck with them anyways. You get assigned places. And I just assigned here.
Ah, okay.
Drake says that he assigned me. Drake did not assign me.
Well, that's good, because Dreek is supposed to be on Colbath's side.
Well, I know Drake's supposed to be in Cobra's side, but you know what, Drake? I was jealous of that cat. I mean, anybody that close to Cobra, I would be jealous too. But I'm not jealous because we're friends. I don't need, as long as I got one friend, that's all I need. And I always knew, I'll see, you like to go by Fenrir, right?
Yes.
I always knew that I'll see you again.
Yeah. It's good to see you too. But we're gonna go back to the tavern and check out a fight if you'd like to.
There are lots
What?
of smooth skin there.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be smooth skins. I'm guessing there's probably gonna be a couple orcs
Okay, well,
as well. There might be a couple goblins, but I don't know. It should be a pretty crowded bar. Bar was top notch.
Tip don't want to cause problems for friend Fenrir. So tick gonna stay in the barn because most smooth skins no like me.
Right.
So if I need you, I find you.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're gonna stay in the bar too. Barn.
But what's a bar?
Barn.
Okay, barn. But you said bar.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay. Slip with the tongue. I do that all the time. Sometimes I
Hey,
think
me
that I'm speaking in
too.
common, and I'm not really speaking in common. I'm speaking in goblin, and especially when I get really excited.
What'd she say? Hey, I'm sorry.
I didn't know if you were a boy either. It's fine.
Whoa. Wait a second.
I'm gonna go find Bugs now.
Mm.
Talks extra happy. It means that he's hungry.
Okay.
So I gotta go.
Okay, good luck finding your bugs.
Okay, thank you. You be safe, Finny. If
Yep.
not, I come find you, and I come save you if need be, because you are not very good at being safe.
He just chuckles,
Mm-hmm.
nods, and
You never have been. Remember that one time you tripped over your own feet?
he starts to blush a little bit.
Yeah. There wasn't even rock that time. There were lots of times you trip over rocks, but not even that time.
Yeah. I'm a bit clumsy sometimes,
But
but
you're-
I'm getting a lot better.
Your hair was longer then, though, so maybe it's because you got shorter hair now. You're better at walking.
You can
Maybe.
see better, yeah.
Can you see it all with those things? What are they? Do they naturally grow from your hair in strings?
No, I like do a hand rubbing thing, and it makes it so that they come out all nice.
Does your body naturally make this much gross dirt stuff on you?
No, I put that on me.
Oh.
It makes it so that the creature don't want to find me. Well, they don't. Of course, they still want to find me.
Creatures don't
Everything's
need
always
to,
out to eat you. Yeah, like long nose. But the thing is,
Creatures don't need to worry about not finding you.
oh no, they
You
don't
was
find
easy
me.
to smell.
And no, that's why they gotta smell it so that I smell like the swamp, so that they don't find me.
If that's what the swamp smells like, I don't want to be there.
It's not so bad once you get to know it.
I'm going to look at Fenrir while this is going on and just be like,
We could be doing this while walking to like the barn.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. He's going to excuse himself, and he's actually...
He did an eye thing, meaning let's leave. That was Roscoe.
Right. So he'll step away.
yeah, I'm sitting over here. Sorry, guys. I'm sitting over here just kind of like looking at Fenrir, like nodding my head like that casual. It's time to go.
Let's wander away. So I imagine Boudreaux and Tick are kind of doing that little banter back and forth.
Yeah. Like, Tig's low-key insulting him, but not meaning to, and Boudreaux probably doesn't quite catch it.
No.
Thank you for the compliment.
That's the nicest thing somebody ever said to
See,
me.
these guys just don't understand.
He's
Now
just
I don't
happy to
understand.
talk
I
about
don't
the
understand
swamp.
either.
So we start walking towards the barn. We're doing our little banter thing, right? And then...
Fenrir starts walking away, and I go, Fenny, wait, whoa, I have something to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Come here.
Okay. And we'll go.
Gives Roscoe the finger. Like, 1 minute.
So I don't want to tell you all the details, because I don't want to. Is that okay?
Okay.
On how I got this information. You can do whatever you want with it. But I know that the person who works with the hags for the Scarecrows,
What do you know about him?
his name is Amnon. No. Amnon.
Amnol?
Amnon.
Amnol.
Amnon.
And how would you spell that?
I don't know.
Remember your letters.
A.
Okay.
Mm,
And he'll like
as in yummy.
He'll start rummaging through his pack, and then he'll lay kind of like out the common alphabet for you.
We go through it, and it ends up being
With flashcards.
so A M M N O U N O N E.
Amnon.
Do you want the actual spelling of Amnon?
Q.
It's got a silent Q.
It's got the number 3 and an exclamation.
Like someone smashed their head against a keyboard.
It's just Hubert speaking.
And I'm sure at this point Roscoe is really bored.
Did they say anything about a needle?
I know about a needle.
One question. Is Henley there for this conversation?
No.
All
I
right.
think
Inside.
you're inside unless you followed me out.
But
We followed Roscoe because
followed
originally
Roscoe.
she
Fenrir
would have followed Roscoe
and
out.
Boudreaux came out. Then Roscoe came out and was like, "Hey, Fenrir, let's
So,
roll."
But he still wanted to have a
Okay,
private conversation.
listen,
Right.
people
Yes.
could come over when we were doing the letters, but once he says needle, I go, "Oh, I know about a needle," and then he like looks around, and he's gonna be like,
I am not near you because I don't want to be involved in this.
"Got it."
Henley is with Roscoe.
Okay, so we're good. We're good. But he does look around, and he's like making sure. I know about a needle. So there was the giant eyeball. And this is why I don't want to tell you because it's too complicated. And he would follow me around in the caves and all this. And look, he told me about the needle, and that's why I have the staff. And that's how we're going to help Lila Grotto. We're going to go get the needle. And it's called the needle of
This is a soul needle or something?
Soul sewn.
the soul sewn needle. And we're going to get it, and we're going to do whatever she wants and separate or whatever. And we're going to, look, we just got to go get it. It's over in the mountain.
And as you're explaining this, Fenrir just starts to go white.
It's in the half pine woods.
He just gets
Brother? Puts his hands on your shoulders, because I'm assuming at this point we're on the ground, because we were doing letters. Brother? Brother! And he shakes you.
oh, he snaps away. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what to say.
And right behind Boudreaux's shoulder, kind of in the distance, you kind of see a shape of a scarecrow,
Wait, let go.
and then it disappears. As soon as you notice it, it disappears.
I let go of you.
Did I ever tell you about my vision, or did I just tell Roscoe?
I don't remember.
I think it was just Roscoe.
I don't think you did.
I need to talk to Henley too.
Okay.
Everyone needs to know this.
Okay.
But there's a fight going on tonight.
There's still about 4 hours till the fight.
He doesn't want to talk about it. It's avoidant behavior, okay?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just letting you know.
So tonight after the fight, we need to get together and I'll.
In the barn.
Yes, we'll make it in the barn.
Yeah, I'll make sure that nice comfy hay stacks for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe I can make some tea.
Yes, you go do that. And then he'll start to walk back to Roscoe.
Do you pick up your letters?
Yeah.
Shake him off from the mud and the rain.
Right?
No,
And
he's
then
got them
he'll-
laminated, obviously.
They're little wood blocks.
Oh, there you go.
And then he'll go back to Roscoe and Henley.
Hold on, wait. I have a very important question about these blocks. Does one side have a rubber duck on the D?
The blocks?
Yes.
What blocks?
The
Your letters. Your
letters
tablet-
for Boudreaux.
Oh, my letters. Okay.
Scrabble
Gotcha.
squares.
Oh, okay.
We were just saying that they were made out of wood, so they didn't get damaged by the
Oh, okay.
mud and rain.
You know, like proper
Sure.
flashcards, like
I mean, yeah.
D is for duck.
D is for duck, and it has like a D and then a and the duck on the other side, like
Yeah.
a picture.
A is for
Yeah.
apple.
Yeah, we could do that.
Eh.
That makes sense.
Num 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 num.
I'm a letter T. I'm a letter T. If you've seen the reel, you know.
Okay, and then he will go back to Roscoe and we'll talk to Swindell. Yeah.
And Henley's with you?
Henley wasn't going to get left in the house with a bunch of strangers.
Children.
Yeah.
Strangers.
Okay, with that, I think we'll wrap it up. We'll start next time with Roscoe, Fenrir, and Henley as they go shopping. To what stores and what merchants? We'll find out. Thank you guys so much for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Tell your family, tell your friends. The best way to share our podcast is through word of mouth, and we really appreciate all that you've done. Special thanks to D.A. Nichols for writing our songs and music for this podcast. Check out her TTRPG at DriveThruRPG. Shields of Power is her TTRPG. Also, special thanks to Coltrane Compositions for remastering our song. If you like what he's done with our music, go check out all the other music that he's written for TTRPGs in general. If you're looking for something custom, he does that as well. Check him out at ColtraneCompositions.com. Also, special thanks to Realm Walker, Monument Studios, freesound.org, and Tabletop Audio for additional songs and additional music and sounds. I am DM Dave, and to the right I have
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Got one. Oh, tick.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Riding on a Saturday night.
Woo!
I was dancing in the tub, hoping everything was alright.
With
Is that
Chuck
your
the
recap?
Frog and Tick 2. But Boudreaux didn't know it because he was hidden in the room.
Splish splash.
Taking a bath.